Well, the summer season is at an end, and it's time to close our famous pop culture power rankings for the summer now that we've seen everything. So, Bob, give us your summer movie power rankings, your top 10 movies of the summer, going from 10 to 1.
Ooh, from 10 to 1. Okay, this is fun. Okay, so at number 10, I've got The World's End, which I gave a 3.5 out of 5. We just reviewed this, I think, last week. Simon
Yeah.
Pegg's action comedy. A lot of fun, but then towards the end, it didn't work out as well for me, and I think for you.
Yeah.
But it made the list. It's number 10. So what do you say?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I don't think of that as one of the best movies of the summer, but maybe number 10 is about right. Okay, cool. Next.
All right, number 9, The Wolverine, Hugh Jackman,
Yeah.
starring and being the center of attention throughout this whole movie. I gave this one a 3.5 out of 5. I'm an X-Men fan. It wasn't by far, it wasn't even close to the best X-Men movie. It's somewhere in the middle or even towards the lower half of X-Men movies, but not the worst of them either. And I quite enjoyed it for what it was. So it's number 9 on my list.
All right.
And let's see, number 8. Coffee Town. Now, Coffee Town, I
Oh,
also
yeah.
gave 3.5 out of 5. This is that one movie that I saw on demand. It was made by one of those humor websites, I think College Humor, and it stars the dude from It's
Oh,
Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Um,
the guy
and
with
it,
Dennis, right?
yeah, Dennis.
Yeah, his real name's Dennis, too, I think.
Is it okay? I thought this movie was pretty funny. It had good pacing. It wasn't too long. It was a lot of fun. It had some crude humor stuff that wasn't as funny and sort of ruined some of it in a way, and that's why I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. But ultimately, a decent comedy.
And it was an on-demand release, right? Did it even come in theaters? I can't remember.
No, yeah, it didn't come in theaters. This was one of those new business model things, which actually kind of I like to support, and maybe that's playing into my ranking a little bit, I guess.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's number 8, 3.5 out of 5 for Coffee Town. Number 7. Okay, here's where now this is interesting. Starting at number 7 for me, this is where we break into the 4 out of 5 movies.
Oh, okay.
So this means for those keeping score at home, which we all know you are, um, I give movies 4 out of 5 when I can recommend them with smaller caveats. Anything below a 4 out of 5 is like I have to make more disclaimers, and if you see it, I can be like, well, I only gave it a 3.5. I mean, come on. Um, but I feel bad if you watch a 4 out of 5 Bob movie and you totally hate it. That would make me feel bad.
I feel like
So
that's an important update to our conversation last week about my movie ranking methodology. That's good to get. Okay, go on.
yeah. Okay, so number 7, The East. I'm giving The East, or I gave it a 4 out of 5. We both saw this one. We just talked about it with Britt Marling.
Yeah.
Pretty ambitious. Pulls off a lot of things really well. I think I gave it a higher ranking than you did. Not that you have to justify yourself, but I'll let you have the opportunity.
Well, I liked it. I mean, I'm trying to remember. Goodness great. I think I was probably less than 4 stars, but it was fun in that low key, ambitious, and not entirely successful indie way. I'm not disappointed to see it this high on your list.
Okay, good. Yeah. So The East, 4 out of 5. Number 6 on the list, Iron Man. Now this was the summer opener. Um, I gave Iron Man a 4 out of 5. This is with Robert Downey Jr. If you've been under a rock and you didn't know that, uh, it was a lot of fun, kind of gimmicky. Gwyneth Paltrow's in it. A lot of things, especially towards the end, that were just like so over the top. Plot points were off. I'm saying a lot of the negative, but Robert Downey Jr. He's a great actor, and when he's given the material that makes him shine, it makes for a really enjoyable movie. Really snappy, fast-paced dialogue. Really enjoyed it. It's summer popcorn movie. Did you end up seeing Iron
No,
Man, by
that's
the
one of
way?
the few that I haven't seen.
Okay, well, I'd mark it down as something to not miss. I mean, it's number 6 on my summer movie list of out of 10, so that's you know at the top of the second half.
I bet
Um,
I could still find it in a theater around. Maybe if I look hard.
Probably it's still in the proverbial dollar theaters and stuff like that. So
Uh,
okay, time for the first half or the top 5. Are you ready?
ooh, okay.
All right, number 5. This Is the End.
Oh,
4 out of
yes.
5. Now, for those who need a refresher, this was starring James Franco as himself with like a ton of other comedians. Really funny ensemble cast. Michael Cera was in it, which was, you feel like everyone in this movie is playing like an exaggerated, make fun of them version of themselves. I really enjoyed the comedy here. It's got a little bit too much of the slapstick guy humor
Mm.
stuff that makes it less accessible. But and then towards the end, it starts to drain you a little bit. It could have been 20 minutes shorter. But I was laughing a lot through this movie. I don't know about
Ah,
you.
I feel like I saw a ton of movies this summer, but that's yet another one, the third, I think, that I haven't seen on your list. I may have to go
Oh.
catch some of these up.
Yeah, okay. So number 5. Yeah, so this is the end, 4 out of 5. It's number 5 on the list. Okay, number 4. Now I know this one you've seen. Number 4 is Drinking Buddies.
Woohoo!
Yay!
That was a 5 star for me. Obviously, slightly less for you. Go back and see our mini review if you want to hear us haggle.
Right, right. I liked it quite a bit actually, being that it's even though it's a 4 out of 5 only, it's still, there's 3 other 4 out of 5 movies I just reviewed or I just mentioned that are below it. So it's number 4 on the list. Really low-key indie dramedy. Great performances by Olivia Wilde and Jake Johnson. Go see it
Yeah,
if
go
you
see it.
haven't. Yeah. Number 3 on the list, Blue Jasmine.
Hmm.
I This is another one where we haggle. You can go back to the mini review of Blue Jasmine. I gave this one a 4 out of 5, and I liked it more than Logan did.
Yep, that's right. I didn't
um,
quite get it, and it made me feel uncomfortable, which I partly respect and partly was uncomfortable by.
yeah, I hear you. It on those levels it worked for me a lot better. I guess we don't need to rehash it, but Kate Blanchett does an excellent performance. I love Bobby Cannavale and some of the other ensemble cast. Love the story of seeing blue collar and white collar mix and economic themes. Woody Allen does a good job with this one. So that's number 3 on my list. Uh, Number 2, Star Trek Into
Star
Darkness.
Trek. All right.
I gave this one a lot higher rating again than you did, 4.5 out of 5. I don't even know if it broke 4 for you.
I think it was 4, but I feel like I should give it a caveat. I criticize because I love. Huge Star Trek fan. This is the movie this summer that I'm sure I'll see in the future more than any other, just because I'm a huge Star Trek fan. It'll go in the canon. Anyway, so I'm not disappointed to see it there.
Nice, nice. So you support it being number 2 on the list.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, drum roll please. Number 1. The Way Way Back.
Oh yeah.
I guess, as it turns out, this is the only movie of the summer that I gave a solid 5 out of 5. Really quickly, I loved everything about this movie. I didn't find, although I respect the flaws you think you found.
That sounds really
um,
respectful the way you put that.
maybe not. I mean, off the cuff, that's, yeah. So I loved everything about this movie. Great performances by Toni Collette and Steve Carell. I already forgot the kid's name, the actor who played out of nowhere this teenager who's the center of this
Oh, I
coming of
just know
age
him
drama.
from The Killing. He does a decent job. I
Oh, he's
seems
in The
like I should
Killing.
remember his name. Yeah.
Cool. Sam Rockwell, I think, deserves an Oscar nod as supporting actor. I think he did a really good job as the local employer of the amusement park, water park that this coming of age character gets to confide in and gets to learn things from. Everything about this movie, the dialogue, the subject matter, the feel-good nature about it, but the realistic nature, all wrapped up into one. This is the type of dramedy that I love to see. It is the movie of the summer for me. So that's my list. That's
Yeah,
the top 10.
I liked The Way Way Back too. I feel like the fact that you gave that 5 and I gave it 4 is sort of the reverse of Drinking Buddies. For some reason, The Way Way Back just went above and beyond and connected with you. Drinking
Yes.
Buddies did that for me, but I have nothing
Yes.
bad to say against The Way Way Back. Just Drinking Buddies hit me a little bit more where it counts anyway, so I definitely approve of The Way Way Back. If there were one movie that I've seen that you haven't that I'd be interested to see where it fits on your list,
Uh-huh.
it would be In a World. I gave that 4 stars if I remember right.
Yeah, and I still want to see that one. It's just a limited release. Haven't gotten around to it, but I'm pretty sure from what the premise and your review, it's probably would be in the top half. We'll see though when I see it. I really, just to close off, I really like how you framed Drinking Buddies and The Way Way Back. I think if we were to do a combined movie list, those would probably be the top two spots
Hmm.
tied, basically. So, if nothing else, if you want to get a stamp of approval from Bob and Logan for two movies, those are the two for the summer, I'd say.
Right on. Awesome. That's Bob's final summer power list rankings.